if you're going to buy one thing, this is probably one of the best things you can buy because you get so much out of it. Yeah, what's up, you guys? It's your boy Roman here, going over what you should or shouldn't spend your money on if you're willing to spend money. Now, if you are an F2P player, this video is not for you. If you are a Giga Whale, this video is probably not for you because you probably just buy everything anyway. But if you're someone who's willing, they're thinking about spending money on certain things, but you're not really sure what to spend money on, then this is the video for you. So without further ado, let's dive into it. Okay, first things first, there are some things that are going to matter. If you can see yourself playing the game for a while, there are certain things that you should purchase. If you honestly don't see yourself playing this game for a while, I strongly recommend not even purchasing anything in the first place, but I can't make choice for you, and you do what you want to do. So anyways, here is where the shop is. Obviously, if you missed it, it's this little shopping cart, kind of hard to miss. They make sure it is ready available so you can purchase anything, whatever, whenever you want. So you'll notice there are some limited time only items here in the shop. Those obviously go away and are not always there. So those are going to be your go-tos for the most part. Generally, I don't necessarily recommend doing them. I used to kind of do more of them in the past, but now that Bandai's kind of moved towards a ticket system, there's not as much need for direct gems when it comes to summoning or pulling new units. Now, if you're trying to max out and obtain as many gems as possible, this will be more, you'll end up purchasing a lot of these, but generally stick with these. I think if you're going to purchase things and things that you should pick up when they come around every 6 months, around the months of about July, August, and as the months of end of January, they do add shops and they add deals with these fragments here. So you'll notice it has 18% on them. Those are what you want to pick up. So I strongly recommend picking those up every 6 months. It's only every 6 months. So if you're willing to spend a little bit and splurge a little bit, those are generally a kind of must have. I do not recommend buying any of these regular deals ever. This is atrocious. Honestly, compared to other gachas, it's atrocious. And you shouldn't do it. Let's move over to the features sale. There are different things and there's different promos that come by and through here. Most of them are whatever. This $4 for 20 gems is decent. It's whatever. If you want to pick that up, you can. Promotions. These come by for different tiers. So there's B-, there's S promotions, there's A tier promotions. Those come by as long as you've hit the tiers in League Battle Ranked. So there is one that comes by, I believe, once or twice a year that gives you 200 4-star fragments, which is huge, and that allows you to level up your 4-star units faster and very convenient. It's one of the best items, most valuable items in the game. So would strongly recommend picking that up, and it's only, I believe, $8 or $12. It's like one of the two, but you get 200 4-star fragments. It's extremely worth. Stay on the lookout for it because it is going to be very helpful in terms of leveling up your characters. Moving down to the guaranteed tickets. These come by and rotate for each Bounty Fest that comes out. So I believe the current Bounty Fest is, I don't even know, what is it, CP9. So you have these two. So you have Jabra and Bluno. It gives you a 30% chance to get one of these two on the last multi, as well as you have the regular percent chances to get them during it. These can be very not worth. This one is a lower price. It's only $38. Generally, it is about $45. I think they rotate it based off the popularity of the characters, and most people aren't pulling for these units because we have upcoming EX characters coming out. So these, if it's a character you really love, I think you can go for them. But just keep in mind there is a 40% chance that you don't get either unit. So there is a chance you don't get either. So you could end up paying $40 for literally nothing. Just throwing that out there. I think you do get a little bit of gems to go with it. So it does kind of help you out a little bit. And you do get some 60 points towards that as well, towards the guaranteed. They have a point-based system. If you look at the summons, it's kind of out of the scope of the video, but it helps you get there faster towards a guaranteed version of them. Generally, these other tickets are not worth unless it's based off an EX. So these EX ones can go a long ways. It gives you a much higher chance of getting an EX. I believe, let's look at the drop rates on this. I think it gets 10% chance. 15% chance is actually rather large. So that's huge as compared to the 0.2% chance you have to pull them normally. So these tickets can be worth. I don't recommend going for these, honestly. If you're just like lightly spending, I would just stay away from tickets as a whole because you potentially could be spending a lot of money for nothing is the thing. You could be getting a lot, but you could be getting nothing. So it's just something to keep in mind. The standard event passes, again, if you are willing, it's a total of what? So you have like $1 plus 3, so you have $4, and these rotate every couple, like 4 to 7 days. So usually they're about once or twice a week that these rotate out. They give you extra 4-star fragments, they give you extra gems, and a bunch of other extra resources. If you're starting out on a newer account, this could go a long ways if you can finish the challenge battles. You complete these by finishing challenge battles, and it can go a long way and helps you out a lot. So I would recommend, I think these are honestly a solid buy, as they can give you more. Well, you can take a look here on the challenge battle. If you go over here, you'll see the challenge battle is currently on right now. You see these right side rewards. That brings you to the pass, and you can pick up extra. So I think normally you get like 20 or 30 4-star fragments. I'm definitely wrong on these numbers. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe when you buy the pass, it ends up giving you 60, 65, around that range. So it gives you a lot more 4-star fragments, which goes into leveling up your characters. It takes 1,200 4-star fragments to level up a character to level 100 after you pull them one time. So just keep that in mind as you're going. So you can kind of see the pass rewards. They're right here. These are the exact same thing that we were just looking at in that other shop. So just keep that in mind as you're going there. So it brings you right here to it. Next, the rush pass. Now, if you are going to be a light spender and you're going to be a casual spender and avidly play the game, these are the most worth things you can buy in the entire game. Now, these give you speed up your extra treadmill. You'll notice you can set your characters on the treadmill over here, and we'll run into it, and it'll speed up the process by what, like I think 20% or something, or it takes off a large amount. It takes months to level up characters. So if you notice, if you have the special training on, that reduces that by a hefty chunk. What is it, 25%, I believe? So it actually reduces it significantly. And if it takes like 4 months to level up a character, you're cutting off an entire month worth of leveling and them sitting on this treadmill. So it does go a long way if you're leveling up EXs, because you have no other way to get 4-star fragments for EXs besides just using the 4-star fragments that you get. So you can't buy them in any shops. You can't find any fragments there unless they're special events, but you have to use these 4-star fragments to level up, like my S Snake, for example, if I want her leveled up. You're not going to find her in any of these shops over here that they have. So that's one thing. So you have these battle point shops. There's bounty fests in here, and then you have whatever step ups in here. So this is the free to play shop that anyone can get into, and then this is the special rush shop that gives you bounty fests and gives you access to that, which is going to lead me to my next thing. That is a must have if you're going to be a decently moderate spender. This is kind of a pricier thing, so let's look at the rush pass. I skipped the one that gives you 1 gem every day. This one gives you some 4-star fragments when you renew it, and then it gives you other extra goodies too. Those are less important at the moment, but they're kind of more of a long-term thing. There is this medal rush if you would like it. If event medals come by that you don't have, and you're kind of not a newer player and you don't have old event medals, this could be useful for you if you want to pick up this. It allows you to access these events medals that have been previously run. They rotate weekly by chance, so you can run through and pick them up. Otherwise, you have no other way to get old event medals. So these are ones that have happened in the past. You don't have a way to get them. So if you're free to play player, you have no way to access old event medals. So there are older ones like this Chaka medals, pretty solid, I'm not going to lie. There's usually about 1 or 2 that are generally must-haves of old event medals. So it can be worth just look it over, look at my medal guides, and you'll kind of see what old event medals could be useful. So I strongly recommend go check out my other guides. I will leave those links down below if you guys would like to take a look at those. All right, so that is our medal rush. Now going back down to the special rush 30 and the bonus rush 30. They're pretty much the same thing, except the special rush 30 is just better. This one is a lesser version. It's obviously only $4 as compared to the 25, and this one you generally want the 25 one because it gives you the 3rd treadmill slot, which is huge and very helpful in terms of allowing you to level up your characters, and it goes a long way and can speed up the process significantly. So this one is actually a very big deal, and you get more medal slots. So like you get that on top of, you get 5 gems a day for 30 days, which is 150 gems. If you compare that to everything else up here, 150 gems for $25. So this is 120 for $45. So you're already getting a huge deal. So it's basically the equivalent of a subscription, and it allows you just to get so much more resources. You get silver coins, you get gems, you get XP orbs. This is, if you're going to buy one thing, this is probably one of the best things you can buy because you get so much out of it, and it's just fantastic. So this is the one thing that I strongly recommend. Then lastly, you have items. Don't buy these. They're for challenge battle unless I don't even think there's an unless. Just please do not waste money. I don't like supporting them in this way. It's garbage. All right, the last thing is the overall season pass. So if you click on your battle, if you click in the league battle, then you go on this little gray slot up here, you'll notice it takes you to the season pass. So this gives you rewards. You obviously have to play the game and grind out league battle. You can wait until you complete it if you're thinking about purchasing it. That's generally how I do any battle pass. If I'm ever thinking about buying a battle pass, I wait until I complete it naturally, just to make sure you're not wasting money, because that's just dumb. So your pass rewards, it gives you little extra things on the side. Once you get past a certain limit, they stop actually giving you extras, because obviously cheap Bandai, you know, that's how they do. Anyways, it gives you points, and they come with skins that come out. So also, I like to say chromas, because it's just a change of color. It's not actually different outfits. The outfits are the exact same, just different color palettes. So there's things like this. So the Ace Yamato has that skin, and I would do it based off a character basis. You get about 500, 600, 700 roughly, I think, coins in a season. So you do get enough to get a skin. So if you're thinking about and there's a skin that you want, you can just wait and grind out league battle, get the season pass, and just get the character. So I just don't recommend buying these unless there's a skin that you absolutely want. If you're just trying to be more of a casual player and not a like pay to win player, like getting these skins does not help you in any way, shape, or form. There are the character fragments that you can get, but honestly, it's actually really pricey for the amount of fragments that you're actually getting, so it's not really that worth it. So I would hold off if you can. It does actually, down below, if it does help you level up characters for 2 and 3 stars, so if you're trying to get those, it can be very useful. So it does have its purposes. I think it's one of the things that's like less needful, but it's up to you. If you find it useful, then go right ahead. But overall, that's the last thing I really wanted to hit. That is my overall what you should spend on video, you guys. So that special rush pass, that 30-day, give you the extra treadmill, 5 gems a day, that is the go-to. That's what you're going to want to spend on if you're thinking about something. So hopefully you guys found this video useful for those of you that are thinking about spending. Ride on my free-to-play players and my Giga Whales. I love you and appreciate you as well. And I hope you guys found this video useful. I'm your boy Romanpuss. If you could follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, I would truly appreciate it. Links are down below. But that's all I have for you guys. I'm your boy Roman. I'm going to be taking off. Yeah, hurley! Peace, beautiful people.